Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the podcast where nothing makes sense, off topic. Here we start with a singular topic and end up talking about anything and everything that strikes our ADHD-addled fancy. Regulars to this podcast may be surprised to hear my voice and not Isaac's, but he is unfortunately very busy with finals, and so I offered to take his spot as host for this week, so y'all don't go too long without an episode. Hopefully he'll be back next week or perhaps the week after that, depending on his schedule. I am still joined today by my wonderful friends Cameron and Cosmo as we discuss weird and goofy rules from all around the world. And just as a disclaimer before we begin, this episode by its nature may include some hot takes on various laws from various countries and states, and know that we mean no harm by anything we say. And now we may begin. I open the floor
Don't
to you
worry,
two.
none of this is canon. It's a filler episode.
Of course, you have to state that it's a filler episode.
It's not a filler episode. It's just kind of a meta episode.
It's literally a filler episode.
It's just kind
When
of
the
a
main
filler
content's
episode.
behind, like we are with our
So,
podcast.
did you know there was actually used to be a law against filler episodes? No, I'm joking.
There actually might have been.
I can't imagine they'd
Did you
have
know
a
that
law
there used to
against
be a law
filler
against?
episodes.
Did you know there used to be a law against? Did you know there used to be a law against
Did you
false
say the
memories?
theme? Even?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't
Were you
hear
guys
it.
not paying attention?
I wasn't paying attention.
In two
That's
states in the U.S., you can't fish with your bare hands. That's 2 states too many, in my opinion.
Well, you
Yeah,
should
which
just,
is a joke.
so
Indiana and Kansas, you can't fish with
Maybe
your
it's
bare
because they
hands.
have poisonous fish.
No, they don't.
I don't know.
And
It
it'd be
means you-
venomous, not
Kansas
poisonous,
doesn't-
dumb.
you can't
When
do
I think
that
of
one
Kansas, I do
thing.
not think of fishing.
You can't do that one thing where you
Like,
stick your hand
The
in the
thing is,
water and
it
wait for
only says
catfish to bite them.
hands. You can use your feet still.
You can use your feet to go fishing.
People do that. It's for catfish. You wrestle catfish, quite literally. Usually people use their hands, but you can use your feet if you want a challenge. I've never tried it myself. But I heard it's a huge risk because there's also like venomous snakes in those holes. So it's a 50-50. Either you get a snake, a croc, or a fish. And which fish you get, usually it's catfish, but there's also like a bitey fish.
Hold on, a 50-50, and then you named 3 different animals. I'm
Yes.
confused.
It's a 50-50 whether it's life or death.
It's a 50-50 whether it's a snake, a croc, or a fish. That's not a 50-50,
Yeah.
Cameron.
Life or death. One part of the 50 is life. The other part of the 50 is death.
Well, two of the 3 things are death, so it's like a
I
66
said
33.
4. I said
Catfish are
biting
poisonous.
fish and catfish. And
Oh,
Cosmo, it's venomous, not poisonous. Poisonous doesn't matter here. Venomous.
Same thing. What kind of?
Also, Kentucky, it's illegal to fish with a bow and arrow, and there's a
Really?
state, Idaho. You may not fish on a camel's back.
yeah,
There's
I saw
camels
that.
in Idaho?
I saw that. There are a lot of rules about camels in
Oh
the
my god, there's
US.
camels in Idaho. What the f-
There's camels in
What?
Idaho?
Why
Does
is there camels in
Kansas,
Idaho?
rabbits may not be
camels?
shot from motorboats. What? You can't in Kansas. You also can't use mules to hunt ducks.
Okay. Slow down.
Yeah, we need to
keep
make
rapid firing laws. Let's
Why are there so
slow
many
it down.
laws
a bit.
about mules?
There are a lot of laws about mules too. Yes,
Wait,
that is
why
true.
mules?
They're monsters, but still.
I don't know, but it's specifically mules.
Mhm.
Like, is it about the mule or is it just like a mule related? There's a mule part of it, but not.
It's usually about the mules.
Just really quickly, I will be using this list. Do you guys want me to send this list to you?
Yeah, I'll send my list to you.
Sure.
I'll copy the link to it. I'll be using this
Here's
list
mine.
extensively because
Oh dear God.
um
And
it's
this is
literally
just the
just-
U.S. I think.
and I was looking at it this morning because I found it
Yo,
last
I found
night.
the same exact thing.
Is me or is Cameron?
As you.
Yeah. It's a great
What's one of
list.
my favorite laws I've known since I was little for some reason? You can't look at moose from an airplane in Alaska.
I know.
You can't look at them from a plane.
You can't even look at them.
Like, if you
Apparently,
look at them, you get fined and I think jail time too, possibly.
apparently there used to be so I've decided to go the route of laws
Consider
that
it an
used to
offense,
exist because
not
they're
a
more funny.
crime, to push a live moose out of a moving airplane, or to feed them alcoholic beverages. Not even a crime, just an offense.
Yeah, in Alaska,
What?
it's legal to hunt a bear, but illegal to wake the bear up and take a picture of it for photo opportunities.
Oh my god.
So you can go
Well,
kill
I
the
mean,
bear,
if you
but you
do that,
can't
you're
wake
just
it up
kind
to
of an idiot.
to take its picture. You can kill it, but you can't wake it up to take its picture.
It
You can't
makes
hunt
perfect
animals
sense.
in Arizona, and you get 25 years, up to 25 years in prison for cutting down a cactus. What?
Yeah, I
For
think I
cutting
saw
down a
that
cactus?
while I was looking at stuff.
Wait, actually, no, that kind of makes sense, actually, because cactus
Okay,
are like the lifeblood of that desert.
yeah.
And also, they have a lot of animals within them, so you're cutting it down, you're kind of killing a lot of animals. Or making them homeless. Which then they could get arrested for.
Cosmo, you had been trying to say something when both Cameron and I butted
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I decided to go the route of laws that used to exist because they're usually funnier. Um, and there's some stupid ones. In like Oklahoma and Idaho, there was a law that you couldn't make faces at a dog.
So I saw that.
And in Florida, it used to be illegal to sing in your swimsuit,
What?
which doesn't make
I
any
thought
sense.
the laws like you can't boycott was dumb, but this takes a whole new meaning. You can't sing in a bathing suit.
Guys, apparently in
Oh my god,
Iowa,
some areas in California, animals can't mate within 1,500 feet of a tavern, school, or any place of worship.
horses are forbidden to eat fire hydrants.
How does a horse eat a fire hydrant?
Oh
I
wait.
don't know.
Okay, no, this has to have like a prerequisite, like it has to have happened before. Hollywood. It is illegal to drive more than 2,000 sheep down Hollywood Boulevard at a time.
Yeah, okay. Every single of these weird laws has a backstory. Someone did this and said, huh, there was no law against it, and then they had to make a law against it.
Oh god, I just Ventura County. Cats and dogs are not allowed to mate without permit.
What?
What? Speaking of weird
Wait,
permits,
That was a joke. Wait,
speaking of weird
over there. No dog shall be in a public place without its master on a leash. Think about that. Think about that.
What?
you're
Dog
gonna arrest the
its
dog?
master.
Are you gonna
Yes.
take the dog to court?
They would. Knowing the
Are they
US,
gonna
they
give the dog a
would.
public lawyer?
Oh, this one's actually reasonable. Colorado, it is illegal to ride a horse while under the influence. That makes sense. It's like a DUI but on a horse.
Yeah.
I, I'm I'm still thinking about the law you said like 5 laws
Oh
ago.
god. Sterling. Cats may not run loose without having been fit with a tail light.
Which law? The one that horses are not allowed to eat fire hydrants? That one?
No,
The
the
animals
cat
banned
and
from
dog
using.
one.
Oh,
Oh,
that was Ventura County.
they're not allowed to mate without a license.
Florida. If an elephant is left tied to a parking mirror, the parking fee has to be paid just as it would for a vehicle. And having sexual relations with a porcupine is illegal? What? Has this happened before?
Yes,
Florida!
it has.
I know you have people who eat people's faces
Damn
down there
Florida.
while high on smelling salts, but
Yo,
Jesus.
we should focus on Florida.
No, that's a different episode.
I don't know.
Florida Man, that's a
I
different
mean, for
episode.
Florida, man.
wait, that's an actual place? What is Quitman? Is that an actual place? No way. It's a place in Texas. Of course it's Texas. It's illegal for a chicken to cross a road and quit, man.
No, you stole my I was gonna yeah, in Georgia. I was gonna tell a joke about it.
My God.
You motherfucker.
It's not Georgia. It's Texas. In Quitman. The
Yo,
place is
dude,
called Quitman.
Apparently it's in
I
more
want
than one
Quitman.
place then, because there's a spot in because in Georgia it's also illegal for a chicken to cross the road.
Wait, boys, residents, not people from out of state. Only residents may not fish from a giraffe's back. So that means people from out of state can, and boys.
Okay.
I don't know what's going
Oh
on in
my god.
Alabama.
You can't give a dog whiskey in Illinois, but you can give them a vodka chaser. Huh?
I don't know what's going on in
Northbrook.
Alabama, but apparently it's legal to drive the wrong way down a one-way street if you have a lantern attached to the front of your car.
But it's legal otherwise? What?
No,
That's ridiculous.
it's illegal to drive the wrong way down a one-way street. However, it is not illegal if you have a lantern attached to the front of your car. Which,
What
if
the?
you're going, yeah, I don't understand.
There's no way that's still in effect.
Northbrook. It is illegal for dogs to bark for more than 15 minutes. They really hate dogs there, huh? There's a monster law! No way! Urbana is against the law for a monster to enter the corporate limits of this town.
Oh my god.
Have they had an experience with like cryptids? I need to look up this law. Why is this a law?
Also, I don't get the laws against animals because it's not like the animals know the law. Like there's
Oh wait, no,
there's
that
reason.
law is actually just racist in origin. You know those traveling circuses, how they had the monsters air quotations on
Oh, yeah.
the bearded lady, the four-armed person, yeah. Those are banned within the corporate limits of the town.
Oh boy.
In
That's kind of fucked
Kentucky,
up.
every citizen is required to
Fort
take a
Tom-
shower once a year.
Huh.
That's actually
Counterpoint.
good.
Fort Thomas. Dogs may not molest cars.
I'm sorry, fucking
Okay,
what?
okay. I'm sorry. There's no way these laws
Dogs cannot
exist.
molest cars in Fort Thomas.
There's no way these laws exist. How are animals gonna know to follow them?
Well, no, their
The
owners would
owners
have
have
to
to keep
keep
them
them
from
from
doing
doing
it.
things. Yeah.
But
Maryland. It's illegal to take a blind to the movies?
it's what?
You can't take a lion to the movies in Maryland? Wait, why?
Oh, a lion?
Yeah, in
Yes.
Baltimore.
That makes sense.
Well,
Wait, in Baltimore,
somebody,
Maryland, is a
somebody
violation
had
to
to,
take
some dumbass had to
a
have taken a lion to the movies, and everybody else was like, you can't do that. And he's like, no, there's no law against it. And so they had to make a law
No.
against it to keep this fucking dumbass from taking lions to the movies.
They
I'm sure
got
there's another law about lions that also
speaking of the
applies.
lion, its cousin in April, the sheep. You can't have one in the cab of your truck without chaperone.
Hmm?
In
Yeah, you can't have a sheep in
Massachusetts.
your car in Montana without a chaperone.
In Boston, it's
Right.
illegal to play the fiddle? What?
What? Not the fiddle.
Well, because the devil came down to Georgia, not Boston.
I don't
I think I just
understand.
killed them.
What?
You guys not know the story?
No,
Do you
I
know
know
the
the
song? The
song.
devil came
I know
down
the
to
song, yeah.
Maybe.
In Massachusetts,
Possibly.
it is illegal to put tomatoes in clam chowder.
You know what? I've never even had clam chowder, so
Oh my
I have.
god.
It's pretty
New
okay.
York. Jumping off a building is punishable by death. This includes the Empire State Building.
Wait
Jumping
a
off a building.
minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
So hold on a minute. Something ain't right.
Wait a minute.
In
I'm saying,
Massachusetts,
wait
it's
a
a
minute.
yes. We must ruminate on
Okay,
this.
it's been adjusted recently to just like, oh wait, no, that's for, oh wait, no, jumping off. Yeah, up to 1 year in jail or a fine of $1,000 or both. Hard to find them or jail them if they're a corpse. What are you gonna do? Put the coffin in jail? Elephants may not be used to plow cotton fields in North Carolina.
Interesting.
That There are a lot
Interesting.
of there are a
Oh,
lot
that
of
makes sense.
laws prohibiting animals from doing specific things.
Oh
Like,
god.
I think that's because he's specifically
I found
looking
the
up
Ohio
laws that
one.
are about animals.
no, I'm seeing a
I
bunch of
found
things.
the
I'm
Ohio one.
seeing in Massachusetts, it's illegal to keep a mule on the second floor of a building not in a city unless there are two exits. And
I saw that
also,
one,
no
yes.
gorilla is allowed in the back of a seat of any car.
Look at the Ohio ones I just sent.
Well, this is because of the funny ones.
It is legal to get fish drunk in Ohio. It's legal to throw a snake at someone, but it's illegal to shake a snake at someone in Ohio. And it's against the law to kill a housefly within 160 feet of a church without a license in Ohio.
What?
Don't
A house?
understand.
There's no way that's a real thing.
There is. Why does that exist?
What happens if there's a housefly in the church? They're just
You
gonna
need to
need
get a
kill
a
it.
license.
Kill it.
Yeah, you need to get a license.
Oh
How
my
does
god.
one get their horse
Fly
flying
bounty hunters. They just
No,
go
no,
around
no.
working
How does
flies.
one get a fly killing license?
I don't know. It's Ohio,
Wait,
man.
what state is this?
13 craziest
Ohio, of
Ohio.
course.
13 craziest laws in Ohio. You can't catch mice without a hunting license. It's illegal for stores to sell cornflakes on Sunday.
I don't
You
understand
cannot
all those things
roller
about
skate without
Sunday.
notifying the police. You can't honk your horn excessively. It's illegal. Oh my god. The housefly thing is true. Electric fences are banned. I guess that makes sense. It is a misdemeanor to play a game in a public park without the superintendent's permission. They're gonna charge a child for playing a game. In Lima, any
No, they
map that
would.
does not have Lima clearly states on the map itself cannot be sold.
In Mississippi, it is illegal to drive around the town square more than 100 times in a single session.
What the hell? It's also illegal to spit on the sidewalks in the square in Oxford. In Youngstown, riding on the roof of a taxi cab is not allowed, but other cars is? Oh my god. In McDonald, your duck may not parade down Ohio Avenue.
In Nevada, it is illegal to drive a camel on the highway.
Oh my god.
There's so many laws about
I'm gonna look up the
camels.
list.
What is it with camels?
I don't know. There was one that I had found yesterday when I was searching for stuff. I've got this list, and then I've got like
Oh my god, it's a
stuff that I
legitimate license of the Ohio Department of Agriculture to kill a house. What the?
and then I've got a list of stuff that I found from other sites. Did you know that in Wyoming public buildings, you must hang up artwork equal to at least 1/4 or 1% of the building's value, but not to exceed $100,000.
Guys, so I used to have family in Pennsylvania, and I just saw some of their weird laws, and oh my god. If a motorist sees a horse coming down the road, the driver must pull off to the side of the road and cover the vehicle with canvas. If the horse is still scared, the driver must get out of his car and take it apart until the horse isn't scared anymore. One cannot run for governor unless he/she has participated in a duel. You may not catch a fish by any body part except the mouth.
I was looking at that too. I was like, hold
Okay.
on.
Oh, that's for the fish, not the people. Okay. Dynamite is not to be used to
Oh,
catch fish. That's reasonable. So you do not need a fishing license to fish on your own land. A hunting license is required to hunt on your own land. That doesn't make sense.
in Philadelphia, you can't put pretzels in bags?
What?
What's a
That's how
burr?
that's how you do pretzels.
Oh, it's a
That
small
is how
dog.
you do pretzels.
It's
It's illegal to
illegal
fish
use
for
a
whales on
laptop to
Sunday.
catch a fish in Tennessee. In Texas, it's illegal to milk another person's cow.
We were
In an old law states that you're only able to tuck your pants into one boot unless you own 10 or more cattle. In Utah, birds
Yo,
go right away on all highways.
I feel
You
like
can't,
this
in Wyoming,
episode.
you can't take a picture of a rat during the month of June.
This episode is really chaotic.
This episode is devolving into listing. We're just listing
Yeah, it's
stuff
like
Yeah.
that we
filler
find
episode,
on the
which is
internet.
of laws.
We're not even like talking about them. We're just
No, yeah,
listing them.
that's I
Let's
think
talk
that's
about
kind of
some
the
of
way that
them.
Cameron is leading us, but like I would like to kind of get more into like the like why specific things would be illegal kind of side of things. Like
Okay,
Yeah.
let's all pick
like get
one
a
law
little
to
bit
research.
more in depth. Well, I have two examples of these because well throughout looking at a bunch of my stuff, I found I'm going to start with this stuff. For some reason music really tends to be like targeted as a law. So, Canadian radio stations must play Canadian artists at least 35% of the time. In North Carolina, singing off key is a punishable offense. And in fact, this is the fact that inspired this episode. Recently, they made a law in Chechnya that music must be between 80 and 116 beats per minute to be legal. Anything slower or faster is illegal, and you will be punished for it.
Wait, 60 and what?
80 and 116 beats per minute. It needs to be a certain
Uh,
speed.
No.
Yeah. If it's slower or
No.
faster, it's illegal.
No, that's not true.
I just found.
There is so many songs that are 120 beats per minute.
I know,
Mhm.
What'd
120
you
is
say,
kind of the
160?
no, 116.
16?
Yeah, just under 120, and I feel like 120 is kind of the standard for the
Yeah,
speed that a song would go.
there's no way that's an actual thing, right?
No, it is. You can look it up. It's a recent law that
Where?
was passed recently. Um, Chechen music regulations. Uh, There you can if you look up Chechnya music regulations,
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
there are a whole bunch of different things that are all about this.
There's no way. That's
Um,
ridiculous.
I found the story behind the lion law
Oh
because
no.
traveling circuses were very popular back then, and people would always bring in different kinds of animals into the movie theaters. The lion tamers brought their lions. Nothing
Oh,
happened. They just decided to ban it.
Yeah. So it just kind
But you're
of
still allowed to bring shit like bears, apparently.
well, yeah, because there's not the specific rule that says that you can't.
Yep.
So just
hmm.
I would like to get kind of more philosophical about these kinds of things. Like for the music laws, like
Why?
yeah, like
Like why?
what's the point in banning certain levels of music?
Hmm. Oh, this is a Russian city?
Yeah, I think so.
Weird.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, it's a Republic of Russia, which I believe, as I saw a thing that said that that means that the Russian national anthem cannot be
yeah, I
played
just
there.
saw that. I just read that. That's really funny.
Yeah.
I just found two weird laws that I would love to know the story behind these and why they exist. Connecticut. Any dogs with tattoos must be reported to police. Is there a dog gang about? And Hatford. It is illegal to educate dogs. Why? I want to know why.
There's probably a dumb reason.
Probably.
And the best way to find out is
Because
just put why after the law. Oh, people got too concerned in Connecticut that dogs would become too intelligent and overthrow their human masters.
Wait, isn't Connecticut the same? Isn't Connecticut the same state where a pickle is only a pickle if it bounces?
Pretty sure, yes.
Yes.
Um, wait, no, that one was for oh, wait, that is Connecticut too.
Yeah.
But for the tattoo one, Parents were worried they'd be a bad influence on children, and so were the police worried about that too. That if dogs had tattoos, they'd be a bad influence on little kids, so they had to be reported to the police.
That's really funny.
Oh, it's like the weird dog.
I think that
I'm looking
Germany
into
has a
the
pet.
Cosmo, what were you saying?
I'm looking into the tempo thing.
Yeah.
There's like a quote. Apparently, it's like a cultural thing. They're trying to preserve their cultural music or whatever. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's weird.
It is very strange.
Oh, what the hell, Idaho? In the US state of Idaho, it is illegal for a person to sleep in a kennel. This comes from a law banning a dog sharing their space with anyone or anyone else. So no matter how comfy that dog bed looks, be sure to take your nap somewhere else. What the fuck? Oh, this is actually a really nice law, which was a real thing for people. In Switzerland, all pets must have a human companion who passes a written and verbal test on ownership before they're allowed to bring home an animal. This sounds like a great way to help people be responsible and give their pets the best lives, it seems like to me. It's actually pretty nice. I wish that was a law everywhere, because maybe we'd have less bad owners and less instant pets, surprise pets I hate so much.
Well, then
'Cause
there
the
would be
parents
less people who are adopting dogs that
Yes,
don't
but you
have
also
anywhere.
see most of those dogs end up on the streets or back at the shelters. Prison pets are worse than anywhere else. What's even worse is we don't know how many of those dogs came or pets came from puppy mills. People don't care where they get their freaking animals.
As in New
You can't make
York.
an ugly face at dogs in Oklahoma. And
Yeah, I saw
dogs
that
can
one.
gather in groups of 3 or more on private property without a signed permit from the mayor.
I'm looking at on that list the laws in New York. It is against the law to throw a ball at someone's head for fun.
It's illegal
Sucks.
to throw a ball at someone's head for fun.
Sucks. A fine of $25 can be levied for flirting.
Is it also illegal to throw a fish at someone's head for fun?
No, just a ball.
I see.
In
You could
Arkansas, it is illegal to buy or sell blue light bulbs. Why?
Why blue?
What? I guess because they hurt your eyes and keep you awake longer? Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know if it's talking about
Nobody's
blue
allowed
light
to
or
ride a
literally
bicycle in
blue
a
light
swimming pool.
bulbs. No one can ride a bicycle in a swimming pool? Is that what you just said?
In Baldwin Park. Yes. There's gotta be a story behind that.
There's got to be a story behind all of these. In fact, here's one I know the story behind. In Michigan, you are not allowed to throw octopuses onto ice rinks.
I'm okay. Okay. So did someone like I don't know? They were like playing hockey, and they were like, "But what if instead of a puck, we had an octopus?"
No, it's something that so the Detroit Red Wings, fans of the Detroit Red Wings would do it for luck, and they still do it. It's a law that is not like people don't like it's not super enforced. So people still do it. Like you'll get kicked out of the ice rink, but you're not going to get like punished by like the government for it like you technically could be, but you're probably not going to be. So there are still
That's
people out
funny.
there throwing dead octopuses onto ice rinks.
Los
Oh my
Angeles has
god.
some weird laws. It's illegal to cry on the witness stand.
What?
You cannot hunt moths under a street lamp. And you can't
Moths?
release mylar or foibles in the air.
Moths.
Yeah, you can't
Moths.
hunt moths.
How
So
do
all
you
my fellow
hunt moths?
entomologists,
Moths.
moth, as in like
MOTHS.
the
Moths.
night butterfly.
I was so
Oh, my fellow
confused.
entomologists.
Yeah,
they do
I
not
heard
afford
moss
to get
too for
moss
the
or peen
first.
collection, which sucks.
No, I'm just imagining
Agreeing.
some guy with like a bow looking for moss.
Here I am today, hunting the wild moss beast. There it is, buddy.
Just goddamn moss on a rock.
I feel like
Hunting
the illegal
moss.
to crime the witness stand law is really messed up, though.
That
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
There are
I
also
feel
some
like that
really
has
funny.
not been enforced.
Probably not. There's some really
No,
funny
it is
clothing
influenced.
laws.
It's
Oh boy.
in Los Angeles. It is illegal for a man to beat his wife with a strap wider than 2 inches without her consent. You also can't lick a toad in that state.
Of
City,
course you can't.
whatever.
I've got two really goofy foreign clothing laws. In Italy, if you are considered obese, you are not allowed to wear polyester.
What?
What?
That's
Oh.
dumb.
What?
And then probably my favorite law of all time, besides the pickles are not pickles unless they bounce. Australia. It is illegal to wear hot pink pants past midday on Sundays.
It's so much better when it's on a specific day of the week.
Yes,
It's so,
you cannot
I'm
wear
just
hot
worried
pink
about, like,
pants
and
past midday on
it's always
Sunday.
Sunday.
It's
Like I saw
always
another one,
Sunday.
it was always Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always Sunday. Probably because church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably because church.
So much for separation of church and state. But I just realized how many laws have we looked at that involved animals fucking? Like, why are so many of them about dogs mating with things?
Oh.
I don't know.
Between like other animals, dogs, cars, or within the radius of a church, school, or tavern. Why a tavern? That's where it's meant to happen, I guess. It's so weird. Why are they so concerned about animals having sex?
It's probably more of like a thing back then that just hasn't been removed yet.
Yeah, I mean that's what a lot of these laws are, is
True.
Yeah.
just
This one
stuff
isn't.
that
This is modern though.
had one instance pop up that they needed to get a specific law for, and then it's just kind of
Mhm.
stuck around.
Yeah. This one's actually more recent though. For California and Lodi, it's illegal to own or sell silly string. There has to be a story behind that. I'm looking that up.
Oh boy, silly string? I haven't
Did they
seen
do it
that
to
in
like the
so
mayor's
long.
house or something?
Maybe.
In Oregon, dishes
Uh
must drip dry?
oh, it damaged the paint on fire trucks
Hmm.
during a parade.
Myrtle
Okay,
Creek,
that's
one may
actually
not box with a kangaroo.
You know what?
It's
Why
probably
not?
for
I
the
want to box
best.
with a kangaroo.
that's smart.
Probably for the best,
In
yeah.
Pueblo, I can't say that. It is illegal to let dandelion grow within the city limits.
What? A dandelion?
Colorado. Yeah.
Not the
That sounds kind of
What?
difficult. It's like forcing people to get rid of like dandelions.
Mhm. You also
Why?
can't drive a black car on Sundays there in
Why?
Denver. Place why? I found the pickle law. Oh God, Connecticut. Why?
Pickle.
In Utah, it is illegal to not to drink milk. What?
Connecticut. Why do you
It's a
have?
leak. I wonder if that was lobbied by like milk companies.
Probably.
Connecticut. I just found more weird Connecticut. Why does Connecticut have all the laws?
I don't know.
Bloomfield.
Connecticut.
You cannot eat in your car. Devon.
What?
It's unlawful to walk backwards after sunset.
That's
Yeah, I think I saw
okay.
that.
Okay. Some laws make sense. Like something weird happened and they made a law for it. But walking backwards?
But
What?
only after
How?
sunset.
Yeah, but why? When did someone walk backwards after sunset that made it so bad?
They probably walked backwards into a row and got hit.
You could do that at any time of the day, though.
Yes, but it's more dangerous at night because the driver can't see them and stop in
Yeah.
time.
I guess.
And the eating car, I'm guessing someone's eating and caused a mass accident.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. But like, what about if you're not
Akeworth,
driving?
all citizens must own a rake.
Yeah, I saw that.
That makes no
Why?
sense.
You can't be Mickey Mouse is not allowed to in Jonesboro because it's illegal to say, "Oh boy, boy."
All
Okay,
lollipops are banned in
that seems like it
Washington?
hinders freedom of speech.
It is illegal in Georgia to use profanity in the presence of a corpse.
In Wilbur, Washington,
Hmm.
you may not ride an
I'm gonna
ugly
put that in
horse.
grave.
An ugly horse.
You
Poor
may
ugly
not ride
horse.
an ugly horse.
You cannot spit from a car or bus in Marietta,
Wait,
but you
who
can
decides
spit
if a
from a
horse is ugly?
Exactly. There are so many laws that are so up
You
for
can't annoy a
interpretation.
bird.
Yeah, I saw that.
Within public parks, you can't annoy any bird a place in Hawaii. Honolulu? I can't
Honolulu.
say it.
Yeah.
Okay, Hawaii makes sense though. Kind of. A little bit. A little more than other places.
Why is there so much fishing for animals backs that's illegal? Like giraffes, camels, cars. Wait, that's not an animal.
I don't know. Okay,
Cars
okay.
close enough to an
What
animal.
is the problem with fishing on some
Riding a
animal's back?
merry-go-round on Sundays is considered a
Okay,
crime.
now we're just listing things again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There's just so many weird laws. It's hard to go through all of them. They're all so funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's this episode's version of being off topic is we keep going back to just listing things.
Hey guys, apparently a monkey got arrested in Indiana. The crime of smoking a cigarette and sentenced to pay a $25 fine the trial costs. A monkey
A monkey. Does he even
in
have
South Bend,
$25?
Indiana. Because it's illegal in South Bend, Indiana to make a monkey smoke a cigarette.
Guys,
Apparently.
more pickle laws.
Pickle.
No.
In Rhode Island, it is
Really?
considered an offense to throw pickle juice on a trolley.
A trolley. Oh no.
A trolley.
I'm British now.
Not the
Because
gherkin
catch
juice.
The gherkin juice.
These are some weird food laws I just found in
Yeah.
Kansas.
No, I don't know. Most people don't know this, but apparently gherkin means pickle.
I think
You
there's a
can catch a
brand of pickles
bullfrog
in the
anywhere but
U.S.
a tomato patch in Kansas. Just as you can't put ice cream on cherry pie in Kansas. Why are they? I want ice cream on my cherry pie in Kansas.
Not in Kansas. Anywhere else. Oh yeah, I came
Too bad.
across
I'm gonna do it in public town square and broadcast it.
I came across a law yesterday where it was Arkansas must be pronounced Arkansas, not Arkansas.
Louisiana. You need to explain some of these sexist laws. It is illegal for a
Yeah,
woman to drive a car unless her husband is waving a flag in front of it.
yeah, I saw that.
Foreigners that weight cannot eat more than 3 sandwiches. That doesn't make sense. I'll eat 4 if I want. I'll even eat 5.
In Kansas City, saying the name George Washington without adding the phrase "Blessed be his name" can land you with a fine of up to 50 cents.
So
Oh no,
a
not
fine of 2
50
of him?
cents.
You gotta pay
Not
2 of him.
not George Washington, blessed be his name.
No one can put a bee in their hat there. Wear a bee in their hat, not put a bee. Wear a bee. What? How do you wear a bee?
How does one wear a bee?
You take the bee and you put a little pin through it, a safety pin, and you clip it onto your clothing.
Like a bee? A bee?
Okay, how
I
bad
don't
is
know
the
why you do
hygiene in
that.
Kentucky? Because apparently every citizen is required to take a shower once a year in Kentucky. How
That's
bad is
not
their
even bad.
hygiene?
Is it that difficult?
How bad is their hygiene though that they had to make that a law?
It is
It was
illegal in
probably like
Kentucky to marry the same man more than 3 times.
Maine can charge you a fine for having a Christmas decoration still up after January 14.
no, we need
Agreed.
more of that.
Agreed. You may not step out of a plane in flight. Only in Maine, though?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, anywhere else, I could just doom the whole plane by stepping out of it.
Bro's flying over Maine. He's like, oh, better make sure I don't jump out the plane.
Wait a minute. What about skydiving?
Can't do skydiving in Maine, apparently. Although, you could make the
Hmm.
argument that that's jumping out of a plane, not stepping out of a plane. Most
Oh
of the
my
time.
god.
What if you're pushed out of the plane?
Well, that's not your fault, is it?
I guess. What's with I found another sandwich law. Why is there 2 laws about the no more than 3 sandwiches at a wake?
At a wake?
Yeah.
Yes, as in like when you're mourning at a wake, as in like dead person.
Oh, yeah.
You can't eat more than 3 sandwiches in 2 states, apparently.
That's really weird.
No grill is allowed in the back seat of any car in Massachusetts.
Yup.
Everywhere else is fine. But
Yup.
if they're in the front seat, that's a different story. Or in the trunk.
You would never subject a gorilla to being put in a trunk.
Michigan. Why do you have such sexist laws? A woman's hair legally belongs to her husband, so a woman
What?
isn't allowed to cut her own hair without her husband's permission.
I don't
What?
think these sound like very not enforced laws.
No, I'm sure that
It's
they're
against the
not.
law to serenade your girl. What?
What?
All bathtubs must have feet? A
Yes.
person may not cross state lines with a duck atop his head in Minnesota. What's wrong with the duck on my head, eh?
Guys, Kalamazoo, it's against the law to serenade your girlfriend. God damn it.
That's what I said. I
He
just
did
said
say
that.
that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
not illegal to speed in Missouri, but dancing is strictly prohibited in Purdy, Missouri.
As much as you say this isn't a filler episode, which it isn't, it
Orange
certainly
Grove
feels
is
like
not
It certainly
tolerated.
does feel like
This
a
is a
filler
filler
episode.
episode. It is.
Cameron was so determined to turn it into a filler episode that it has now
that
become a
it
filler
became a
episode
filler episode.
purely by Cameron's
I bent
energy
reality
alone.
to my will. I'm Thanos. Reality is that whatever I want.
I can't do anything to stop him. I could probably mute him.
Oh no,
There. Please no.
I got the recording. Oh no.
Now I'm here. It is a felony for a wife to open her husband's mail in Montana. You can't throw balls within the city limits of Montana.
No, not
Sorry
my
guys, you can't rip
balls.
off people's balls and throw them.
What?
Wait. One ball is fine though. It says balls.
Oh, I see. I see.
So you gotta
I
make
was
sure
gonna
that you
say,
rip
like,
them off
that
one at a time. You can't throw a
basketball.
pair of testicles.
You could only do it once though. Because if you do it more than that, it's balls you've thrown. You only can throw
Well,
one.
You can only throw one testicle.
And you can never throw another again while you're within the city limits.
so even if you're playing a basketball game, one of the balls pops, you can't. You're done. You can't continue playing.
You can only use one person per throw. And they can
In
never throw
Oneida,
again.
an ordinance forbids anyone to sing the song "It Ain't Gonna Rain No Mo."
It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more.
It's illegal to take a French poodle to the opera in Chicago.
That
Only French operas, though. Wait, no, opera. Only French poodles to
that makes no
operas.
sense.
If it's a, I don't know, German poodle.
The
I don't
best
know if
part
those
is,
exist.
if you take the time to think about it, we're just supposed to be discussing weird laws from around the world. Almost every single one of the laws we have right now are from the US alone.
Because
That
the
should tell
U.S.
you something
is
about our country.
psychopathic.
That should tell you something about our country.
That's an America moment.
That is an America moment. There are exceptions, such as
I'm looking from around the world now for strange animal laws. In Italy, dogs must be walked 3 times a day, or you get a hefty fine.
yep,
In Switzerland, you can't only own one guinea pig.
guinea pig. Yeah,
That makes sense, actually. They are social animals.
yes, they
In
are.
Longboard, New Zealand's roaming cats are required to wear 3 bells along their neck. Why 3?
It's a lot of bells.
I just
No
love
more,
bells.
no less. 3.
Exactly 3 bells. Did you know that in China you need you need permission from the government to be allowed to reincarnate?
Oh no.
The thing that I saw
What the
when I found that
fuck?
pointed out that they
The
have
30.
no way
Wait,
to
no,
know
that's
whether or
oppressing
not you're
religion.
It's in China
That's
though.
oppressing. Yeah, that's oppressing religion.
Yeah, it is. It's China. They don't care.
I'm pretty sure Buddhism is that the right one. There's a
Yeah,
few that
Buddhist
reincarnate,
Buddhist
but I
monks
think
are not allowed to.
Buddhism.
Yeah, Buddhist monks are not allowed to reincarnate without permission from the government. But it's in
That's
China, so they don't
hilarious.
care.
In California, if your pet bird goes missing in the wee hours of the morning, you must wait until after 7 a.m. to whistle to attract them back. I I have a feeling I know what that originates from. Actually, there is a cryptid that if you whistle in the woods or anywhere at night, you kind of attract trouble from cryptids. So it might be based on
Mm.
that.
What cryptid?
Most commonly the Wendigo,
Wendigo.
meaning man eater,
Yep,
the
I know about
giant
Wendigos.
unstoppable cannibal. And of course, which Wendigo is it? The modern Wendigo with like the deer parts, or the indigenous Wendigo, which is terrifying as hell and can't die, I think.
In Wisconsin,
Yeah,
cheese
I'm
making
more scared of the
requires
indigenous Wendigo.
in Wisconsin, cheese making requires a cheesemaker's license. Limburger cheese, however, requires a master cheesemaker's license.
It's like unlocking crafting recipes in a video game.
For real.
In
You have to
Japan,
reach the master level to get this
master
cheese.
level. In Japan, the public display of cats after 8 p.m. is banned.
Public display? Who publicly displays cats?
Cat
Japan, apparently.
cafes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Saudi Arabia, men must not walk dogs. Oh, a boy can then?
Oh my god.
In Wyoming, you may not take a picture of a rabbit during the month of June.
Rabbits.
France. Pig owners are banned from calling their pigs Napoleon.
Yep, you
I
can't
get
call
that
a pig
one because
Napoleon.
that'd be implying Napoleon himself, Emperor Napoleon, is a pig. I'm gonna find a pig and name it Napoleon and take it to France.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Norway.
That's
Only
actually
male cats
a
and dogs may
crazy.
be neutered. I agree with
That's a
that.
thought. I wonder if someone has like found all the laws that don't make any sense and gone to every country, every like state just to break them.
We
It's
could
against
make
the law to let your pet mate with a pet from the royal house in the UK.
we could make a series out of that.
Oh god. Yo,
We
I'm here in France with this pig and I'm gonna call it Napoleon. Gone wrong? Police call.
On the run. Tune in next time to see us go to Germany to have a chicken cross the road.
It's illegal in Germany too?
That Two-Man is in Germany.
No. Apparently more than one country has it be illegal then, because I know that
Quitman.
in the US, in Georgia, it's illegal too.
Wait. Quitman's in both Georgia and Germany. They both have the
wonder-
same law. No, right?
I
What?
wonder if
No.
any laws were made as an April Fool's joke.
That's a great question. I'm sure that some fool has to have done that at some point.
Yeah, in Germany, you can stay nude in your own car, but nowhere else. What? Basically, you can flash people from your car, but if you step outside of it, you're immediately arrested. Indiana, black cats in French Lick Springs will wear bells on Friday the 13th. And in Kentucky, dogs may not molest pedestrians or passing vehicles. Has a
I sure
dog
hope not.
molested a moving vehicle before? Because it says passing. It doesn't talk about park, just passing vehicles.
That's a problem.
Cats must not chase dogs up telephone poles in Minnesota, but the vice versa is fine.
In Delaware, it is illegal to get married on a dare. Speaking of getting married, I also found this thing that
Oh,
apparently registering as married in a hotel. It's like when you go to the hotel and they ask you, like, if you were to get a room with somebody else, they were to ask you if you're married. If you were to say yes, in North Carolina, by the common law marriage laws there, you are considered married.
Hmm.
huh.
Wait, what?
For Ohio, Paulding County police officers are permitted to bite a dog to calm them down.
Yes, I saw that.
Hmm.
It's great.
What? Why?
Florida law forbids
Well,
rats to leave the ships docked in Tampa Bay.
You can't photograph rabbits without a permit between January and April in Wyoming. Why?
well, now that I have a lot of questionable
New York, a fine of $25 can be
searches,
levied for flirting.
Yep, I already said that.
Oh yeah, no. We probably have like police coming to our house currently, so this filler episode is costing us jail time.
Don't
yo,
worry,
start
that's why I
knocking
put
at the door.
that's why I put the disclaimer at the beginning.
FBI, open up,
Hmm.
Because some people could potentially
bro.
take it as offensive, but we do not mean any harm by anything that we say.
Is this offensive?
Yes, we're just.
I can't
It's
imagine
illegal to
this
shake a
being
desktop out
offensive.
of a window in New York
It could be
City.
offensive to like officials and stuff, or people who are like super like law abiding. I was just
I
thinking
guess
like,
anything can be
Extremists.
offensive.
It could be offensive
yeah,
to extremists or also people like religious people because there are religious laws in here.
yeah, which is
Well,
why.
Or at least
that
religious based.
we've been listing random laws for 52 minutes.
Yep.
Let's go. Fights between cats and dogs are prohibited in Barber, North Carolina. Who names their place Barber?
J-
That's a great
Cosmo, it
question.
just
Maybe
goes
there's a
to
lot
show
of
how many stupid
barbers
laws there
there.
are.
Hey guys, we've all broken the crime apparently. We've all broken the law apparently, because in New York, slippers are not to be worn after 10 p.m. That's a law apparently.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't wear
Mama,
slippers.
I'm a criminal. I've done a crime apparently.
There was also like a thing where you can't flush toilets after 10 p.m. in Switzerland or something.
Yeah, I think I've seen stuff about that. Oh, New Mexico. In Albuquerque, a city council member introduced a resolution a few years ago to ban Santa Claus from the city. The matter was defeated. So the law was not passed, but there was still a movement to ban Santa Claus from Albuquerque.
Oh no,
Oh,
not Santa
no,
Claus.
North Carolina just found out it's two very. Oh God. I already broke a law in Asheville, apparently North Carolina. It's illegal to sneeze on city streets. My bad. In Raleigh, North Carolina. Before mass Man asks for a woman's hand in marriage. He must be inspected by all the barnyard animals of the young woman's family property to ensure harmonious farm life. Basically, that means you have to impress every freaking animal on the farm,
It's
from the
really
feral
funny.
cat to the chickens to the cows. If you
Just
don't
brings like
impress
some
them,
like food.
you're out.
That's amazing.
God.
Anyway,
Probably about time
Still,
to
I've
wrap
broken the
up.
sneezing law on City Street. Dang. I'm a criminal.
yeah, let's decide who's gonna do it next. Who's gonna host?
I
We already
wonder
know who's
who.
gonna host.
I wonder who.
Well,
I choose you, Isaac, to continue the normal who should host the next filler
No,
episode? That's the question.
I actually, I want to host the episode after Isaac. Well, actually, here's the problem. I have a really good idea, but there needs to be 4 people.
I
So
will say this, in May, I will be gone, everyone. I'm sorry, I have college things in the summer and I have no internet access there.
you could say you may be gone.
he will be gone.
I know where you live. I will not only dox you, I will hunt you down and murder you.
No, I'm so scared.
Should be.
I was actually
I am a
going
fool.
to, because
I
Isaac
will make you
still
do a
has,
crime, Cosmo.
because Isaac still has projects that he's working on next week. I was actually going to sign you, Cosmo, to host next week. But if you have one that's waiting for 4 people, we'll probably skip next week and do the week after that.
I have finals next week, so
You have
Yeah, I have
finals next week
finals the
anyway.
7th.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we won't do next week. Um,
Yeah, I have finals, I'm going back home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. And then I'm gonna be gone a week again for 3 weeks. That'll be lovely.
but I'm gonna have Cosmo do the outro just so that we have a little bit of a mix-up.
Yay.
We'll have Isaac
Yo,
do the
yo,
next
yo.
episode
This
possible, and then the one after. Okay, go.
Yo, this is off topic where we actually stayed pretty on topic the entire time.
It's filler episodes.
Except for the part where it was only America instead of the entire world. But other than that, we were pretty on topic and we listed a bunch of laws that is goofy. And yeah, see you next time with Isaac as host. I guess I'm, yeah.